Double checking. Okay, there we go. It's all back. Jesus Christ, that was dumb. All right. Uh, what was the question? What did you roll?
Oh gosh.
Okay,
I
so
rolled 22.
Persuasion.
yeah. You gently put your hand on his shoulder. He like shakes and shudders a bit.
I kind of softly like calming him down until he kind of relaxes into a till he like slows down and like hug him a little bit, all that kind of stuff. Like it's okay. Like talk to us. What's wrong? That's a pretty high roll now. Gotta give me something. Gently.
He like goes over to the tree and like sits down.
Uh, I like look at a nod because he's close. He's really close with him too. And has had these talks with him, and I like sit next to him, and I'm like, come on, and I like sit next to him.
I think it's that elf you guys recruited.
We've recruited.
Yeah, the one that I think wanted to climb up the world tree or something.
Oh yeah, her.
Well, she noticed my mistress's skull on my side and asked about it. I told her what it was. I'm not gonna lie. She had something interesting to say. I told her my plan, and I told her what I had, my intentions, and she said something along the lines of, well, that probably wasn't a good idea. She brought up that Drow aren't exactly good people, and what I'm doing probably wasn't the best of decisions. Of course, I boiled it down to an argument, considering she didn't know what she was talking about. And when I think back on it, I don't think she meant any harm. If, as a matter of fact, she didn't really say anything wrong. So when I do think about it, I'm not upset at her. I'm upset because I think she was right. I just don't want to believe her. I still don't.
Right.
He like takes the skull off his side and like puts it in the middle of everyone so I can see.
Yeah, I feel like a non would have had a reaction to that. Oh, oh.
Back in my culture, back where the Drow are, just about everyone is, as you would probably say, an asshole. Slaves, torture, killing, summoning demons, among other things. That's just the way of life. That is the normal. When you live in a place like that, you don't really second guess it. Down there, males are the inferior gender. So it is my status to be just that, inferior, ever since I was born. She, though, I saw her differently because she was the only one who treated me different, like I existed. She would talk to me more than give me orders. She would rely on me, whereas it was just a tool to be used for whatever purposes fit them. I believed her different, and she was, for all intents and purposes. But that difference was, well, I don't know how to properly describe it. After seeing her sister again and traveling with you guys for as long as we have, I'm kind of seeing the difference here. I don't
You're
believe. Hmm.
no, no, continue.
I do believe that everything she has done for me is definitely the better version of what a drow is, but I don't believe it was good. Not anymore.
All right. I look Brim directly in the eyes and say, "You are an invaluable, insurmountable, make an insurmountable difference to this group. Each and one, every one of us is better off knowing you. Your role in this group could not be filled by anybody else." Um, I it's really interesting to see everybody in the group, but I feel most close to you, Brim, because of your like our growth as a team together. And I look directly at him still, and I'm like, I hope that uh
Put it on the group chat.
you finding yourself uh isn't as hard in the future, and it's not as scary to you as it is now, because I understand you have like some of the issues that you may be facing with questioning who you are or what how things are supposed to be, but I want you to know that you are loved in this group.
Yeah, I know that now.
Hashtag from love. Exactly. Um and also I hope Asology's tree is okay. Um how's that, like how deep did he go? Like was or is it just a notch in it now?
Oh no, it's pretty deep.
Huh. How about this? What I'm gonna do is I'm going to I'm gonna ask what what the name I'm gonna ask him if he wants to write like carve anything into the tree that'll signify his like signify him as a new beginning today, and like so that he can be a little more constructive other than just throwing something at the tree, you know, carve something out in it in that, you know.
I think now I just want time to think. Now that I'm a little cool headed, I'll be fine. There are some things I need to meditate on.
Look at Anon and like as a you know, is there anything you want to say type way?
Um, Anon has a lot to say about this, but hearing what he said about having a lot to think on and just listening to everything he's just said, as pissed off as he is, he's like,
Yeah,
he's just gonna let
trust
him.
me. I'm going to talk to that other girl. Trust me.
Oh yeah, no, she's getting
Yeah.
remade.
Yeah. She's gonna get a word vomit from both you and me. Trust and believe. Um, trust and believe. Like this little sparring match has turned into I'm gonna legitimately hurt you, and I hope you don't die. Um, but that's neither here nor there. That we'll deal with that later. Uh, and I'm gonna tell him as I again just you know indicate that I'm gonna give him some space by like kind of getting up, moving around. Uh, don't worry about what other people think of you because you are enough, not just to us, but I hope to yourself as well. And though you don't need people's opinion of you to cloud your worth because you, my friend,
He kind of looks up at you, a little
blood diamond.
confused. What?
Hmm.
Wait,
What's
what
that?
part? Wait, you think that she was judging my self-worth?
Well, judging. No, I thought you said because it's kind of hard to hear you the whole like your whole spiel, but I thought you said she was like drow aren't good people. I thought that's what you said.
Well, I mean, no, that's what I said. Well, she
Right.
said that too, but like that wasn't a lie. It wasn't even a racist comment. That was just the truth. The thing is,
Well, I'm gonna tell him he doesn't have to adhere to that. He's great. Like he doesn't know. Like
no, she
don't.
wasn't. No, she wasn't
I
like
think you're
referring.
missing. Yeah,
No, she wasn't like
Okay,
referring
fine.
to me. As a matter of fact, weirdly enough, she was kind of level-headed about. She was kind of level-headed talking to me. Now that I think about it,
Okay.
there was no.
Um.
She was just stating. She was just stating what I can only assume is just, huh? Hmm.
somebody should go answer the door.
hmm. Um. I'll tell you this. Stereotypes are just that. You're an outlier, and we all love you and appreciate you for that. You don't have to do like you don't have to be what society thinks you are, even if
Again,
it is true. Even
Tessa,
if it's true,
Tessa,
what?
she wasn't talking about me.
She was talking about your mistress, and that's not okay.
No, that's the thing.
Like, even still, like,
Tessa,
even
have you
if,
met another drow
That's.
before?
I think we're gonna leave it
even
here.
like, even if she was talking about like,
We're gonna
if
leave
that's
it
somebody you
here.
care about you, like that you care about, that's not right for her to say. So
Non picks up Tessa and takes
yeah,
her
yeah.
inside.
Fine, Jose. I was
Ah,
like, half
shit.
of it was in character, half of it wasn't. Okay, whatever. Moving on.
God, this is this stream is dying.
No, bring it back. Stream.
I'm trying, but the storm outside and this terrible internet, it's killing it.
Yeah, the weather is outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful.
I don't even have a
I was just
fire.
thinking that, but I was gonna change the lyrics. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, and
But
the
the
internet's
game,
being spiteful,
There we go.
Yep.
and
Facebook.
since we've no place to go.
All right, so where do you want to get? What do you guys want to do now?
I know what I'm about to
I'm
do.
gonna,
of course, there's
hold
also a
on.
fire
I'm
outside.
gonna talk to Tessa first before we go attack so and so, because
Yeah,
we're gonna have to talk about
lightning
boundaries.
does strike twice
I'm
sometimes.
just gonna keep. I'm gonna keep walking until I find her. You can talk on the way there.
I'm carrying you. You're not going anywhere until I put you down.
I'm squiggling and worming and squiggling around. Can
Put
I
it in
roll?
the
Okay,
chat.
roll again. I'll
Yeah, can I roll?
contest your roll then.
All
Yeah,
right,
can we roll strength? I'm gonna roll athletics. Can I roll? No, no, no.
sure.
I want to.
Athletics for both. Why not?
No,
Cool.
no, no. I want. Where's my strength? Where's my strength?
Athletics for both.
Sleight
What
of hand.
is
Where's
that
strength, man?
dexterity? No, what is
I
Athletics is
don't.
strength.
athletics? Okay.
Athletics is strength.
Can I roll stealth?
No. Why?
What?
You
No.
know if one of you asks Meishi to do it, then that person will automatically win. Whoever gets Meishi on their side.
Ha! Can
It'll be
Macy
the
roll for me?
tiebreaker.
No.
Dang
I'll
it.
lift the two of them up.
Nice. I'm fine with this because that means she can't get away.
No!
That's
Never.
another nat one. That's sad.
Gotcha.
No!
But they both may just make that once.
Come
Tessa.
on, let's go again.
No.
Let's
Both
go
No,
again.
I had a 9. I had a 9.
Freak
Okay.
you!
Did Meishi have nat one?
No. No. What's with this re-rolling crap? You had
What
your roll.
reroll? I don't see a reroll.
No!
Oh, I see, natural one.
Tessa.
I just squared.
Tessa.
No! What?
I appreciate what you did for Brim back there. And I appreciate your logic and everything you were saying in coming to the defense of the drow. But we've gone over and over this point with Brim. And we know where he stands on it. And that's fine. We may disagree with him. But once he explained his situation
Okay.
and his feelings and we came
There's
to a
another one.
natural conclusion,
Oh, the other one. Right there.
sometimes it's best to leave people to
I
process
found
their
I found
thoughts
small
rather
benches,
than
so I brought them in
continuing
just
to
in
try
case.
to
So I
influence
couldn't
Romilius!
find the
them.
other big one.
With a
Okay.
pouty face because you were like grabbing me and holding me down. I'm just like with a tear, like a tiny little tear back. But I don't like when people make my friends upset.
I know. And he lowers her and he
Carrying
gives her
both
a
of you.
hug. Don't worry, I'm upset too. And we're gonna go together and we're gonna go have a nice little chat with Shava. But make
Speaking
sure
of
that
Hellboy,
you
Yes.
don't. Yeah,
Huh.
that's what what is that thing called?
the
That's the
Golden
second.
Army,
Yeah.
second movie in the trilogy.
Mhm.
What?
I still haven't seen the remake.
That's not
Sucks.
really. That's not a trilogy at that point.
Still haven't
Honestly,
finished
I
this
was actually saying
conversation.
that
Yeah.
just to freak someone out.
But yeah, so
Oh, hey,
he's
Christopher.
like, I'm upset too, and we're gonna go have a chat with her. But when from now on, just be careful not to push the envelope too far in those kinds of situations.
I take a deep breath and nod, and with a new face of determination, I turn around and look back and say, "Let's go."
Yeah. So I'm just gonna search through the building, or no. So I'm gonna send a message out to Shava to see if she's in range.
Okay, cool.
Who's Shava again? Shiva?
Shava, and
Elf lady.
Oh, the
she's
gnome lady?
right now.
No, not gnome. Elf lady.
Right now, she's a
Oh, what do you say to her?
I'm just gonna call her name.
Who said that?
Where did we hear that from?
You don't
Okay.
necessarily. It's just a non hears it in his head as like a response. Wait, no, you
Okay.
don't
Yeah.
get
So
responses, do you?
I don't get responses, but it's a cantrip, so I can send as many as I need to.
Well, just calling out her
Right.
name is not gonna necessarily help.
Well, I thought message they could
Well,
give one
you're right.
response. They give one response back.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't,
Calling out her name was just a test to see if I could reach her.
Oh.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, you can.
Mhm.
Let me double check message.
because I'm pretty sure you can respond.
No, she can respond to me, but I can't respond in the same message.
You
I'd have to
point your
send a
fingers
subsequent.
towards a creature within range.
Oh, right. So I'd have to know where she is.
Oh yeah,
Kinda.
so you go make message. Or at least the general direction.
Dang it,
Damn it.
because we have the same
Okay,
thing.
so
We've
yeah,
been low key
I'm just
using it wrong this whole time.
I'm
Hold
just
But
on.
that's
gonna
fine.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
With a familiar
So the way
object.
it's so the way I'm reading it, it's not like you have to actually see them. It's just more like you're just shooting at random, and it's like It's like, okay, is she here? No, here, no, here, no, here. Well, who's this? No, that's the wrong person. You're just doing that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that then.
Yeah, you do here, no, here, no, here, no, here, no, here. Who is this? No, not that. Here, no, here, no, here. Hey, get the fuck out of my head! What the fuck? Here,
Okay.
no,
Yeah,
here, no. Yes? Ah, there she is.
Haha.
there she is.
And then we both
Okay, so
go.
I know she's within 120 feet, but we don't know exactly what room she's in.
Oh
Now we
no,
can
So
you
I'm
point.
gonna.
no. You know. Well, you don't know the exact room, but you at least know where to start looking in a general location.
I the
Cause you,
minute
Yeah,
I
cause
so
if
we're
you're
just
saw
gonna
like,
her,
go.
cause if you're like pointing, then it's just like it'd be like, ah, I'm pointing that way, so it's that way.
exactly.
Yeah.
So the minute we signal and get that, I'm off.
I mean, you still don't know where she is exactly, but okay.
How well do we know the the layout of Salaber's house by now?
I mean, it wouldn't be too hard. I'm just giving Valerie crap.
Exactly.
Cool.
It's still
So
like
I'm gonna
a
dimension door to where I think she is then. As long as
prob-
it's not the bathroom.
Wait,
probably
so then
probably not the
I
best
yell
site.
back out. I yell back out to Anon, or like I message him, bring me with you.
I can bring a person. I'm not gonna go without you.
To your
Okay,
current
got it.
location within range.
All
You
right.
arrive at exactly the spot desired. I mean, message wouldn't give you an exact spot. I would just. Hmm.
No, what I'm
We're on
saying,
that hall.
knowing
We're on
her
that
general
hall.
direction combined with my general knowledge of the layout of Salaber's house,
We're
like,
close.
okay, I think here,
All right,
and
cool.
just
You kind of you kind of see. You kind of you teleport like you
To go with
teleport like 10 feet near her.
cool.
yeah. So we're here now, yes?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna make the first move because I'm gonna. I would get disrespectful. So
Okay.
like I take this stuff personally. Like
Is there any particular reason I found my friend outside throwing a knife repeatedly at Salaber's tree?
that's not healthy for the tree.
I, I if you're referring to if you're referring to the dark elf, I made an observation and I wasn't trying to I wasn't trying to be rude. It was just I just felt like I was she like she's like really flustered. She she's barely able to get out any words. It's like you're I don't know what how you look, but Tessa at the very least wears her emotions on her skin on her flesh. And so it's like I am in trouble and I am it's like a child in trouble in front of her parents. They don't know how to like properly respond.
Oh yeah, no. It's not better for me. Winds are going full speed right now. Like
Right. Right.
Yeah,
I'm not
there's
trying to
Right.
hide anything.
yeah, she doesn't know how to properly respond. It's like
All right. I
I
take a
didn't
deep breath
I didn't
and
mean
tell
anything by it.
sit
I
down. We need to have a talk.
okay, she sits down.
Look. Uh, I understand that you want to come with us. Brim is a part of our team. Do you understand that? Do you get that?
I mean, I didn't mean anything by it. I really didn't.
No, that's okay. We understand that, but we just need to have a conversation. Do you understand he's a part of our team, right?
Yes. Yes, I do.
So, okay, just again talking through things. How helpful do you think would it be to call somebody that you look to work with in the future? That somebody that they have mourned and lost, a bad person.
I mean,
Do those two things add up in your mind?
I mean, I guess that would depend on whether or not the person was actually bad. I mean, have
Valid.
Well,
you?
he's not. Because
mean,
he's
No, no,
looking
no,
at
no.
us, and we're obviously good people.
that, Misha, be quiet. Also, she's not
Oh,
referring to Brim.
Mishas.
that's valid. I understand. Like, if somebody was a murderer and they had died, and you were looking at their family member telling their family member, your family member is a murderer, obviously you're not wrong. But how about let's go about it this way? Your opinions, whether good or bad, if they are meant, like, if they are in any way meant to, like, are in any way not helpful, not uplifting, they're not needed.
Well, I don't quite see why mine's wasn't entirely, because your friend wanted to bring someone
What
back from
does
the.
what does hearing that your person that has died is a bad person, or that you shouldn't do everything you can to bring them back if you have if you have an opportunity to, what does somebody telling them that is pointless and you shouldn't do it, how does that help them?
Well, I mean,
I
I
says,
never.
if it's not helpful or uplifting, I don't want to hear it.
Well, I. That's what I'm trying
That's
to
a,
say. Because it wasn't uplifting, I get that, but your friend wanted to bring someone back from the dead, right? I do get
We all
that.
know this. We
I
all know
do get that.
this.
I do
that's a,
understand that. But what I was trying to say was that the person that he was trying to bring back may not have been the best person to bring back. That by sacrificing everything, maybe even your own life, to bring this particular person back without understanding whether or not they were good to bring back in the first place may not be worth everything you put your life into. I wasn't saying, I wasn't trying to say that the love he has for this person was false or that he shouldn't love them. I was just saying that I I just didn't want him to put all of his energy in bringing back someone who might be bad for him in the end.
Have you ever been in love?
Um, no.
We, um, Brim
at the
is
end of
your
the day, your argument is logically sound. But just because something is logical does not always make it objectively right.
Well,
There
again,
are so many different factors that feed into whether or not this person could be good or bad for this person in the future, whether they could have been good or bad for them in the past. You don't know. Maybe their experience in the afterlife could change their general outlook or demeanor upon their return. There are a lot of factors that are going into it, and clearly a lot of emotions wrapped up into it. So until you know the intricacies of that said situation, it's probably best
to keep your
not to.
to yourself. Do you understand?
I can speak
Mhm.
for myself, Tessa.
then can I ask you something?
Go for it.
What was she like?
Do you
We
know?
don't know.
Do you
Then,
know yourself? Do you know?
well, I feel like if I may be bold to say, I'm not, I think we're kind of in the same boat. I mean, I'm not saying you don't know more than me, you clearly do. But like I said again, I wasn't trying to undermine anything he felt. He clearly knows her better than I do. And I only know Drow based on how I've been told. So
Do you feel
I
it's fair to judge somebody you've never met based on other people's
I
actions that are like them?
I feel like I'm not being heard.
That's not being fair to her. She might be a wonderful, lovely
She
daisy,
feels
and
like
you.
she's not being heard.
I'm
I
sorry.
mm, um
Continue.
I'm sorry, I guess I really don't know anything.
We're not
But
saying that. We're just saying you've made an assumption about this lady who you haven't even met.
but
We're
neither
just
have you.
trying. I'm
I'm
choosing to make a good assumption about her, whereas you have chosen to make a wrong, like a negative assumption about her and
It's
say
not
that.
good to make an assumption about her one way or the other. I'm not here because of your assumption about her. I'm here because you sharing your assumption about her has caused my friend some distress.
well,
I want to make sure that you recognize that and that we can avoid that form of distress in the future, even
well,
if we can have, if there's some way to discuss the topic objectively
I if
without harming anyone.
well, if it makes sense, I don't know how else to bring it up because
Yeah, you don't. If you can't say anything nice, don't bring it up.
I again feel like I'm not being heard.
Actually,
Listen,
it's so sad because Tess and Anon are not thinking logically at all here.
I'm just saying that I'm not trying to. What I'm trying to get at is I understand how it made him feel, and I really do feel bad of the outcome. But I do also understand what it's like to lose someone. But I've heard how people have tried to bring people back, good people. Some methods are simple and easy, then there are others that ruins the other party, and in the end, it doesn't always turn out well anyway. I was never trying to say that he was making the wrong decision. I just know that the way he described how he was going to bring her back using a single skull, a single piece of her physical form, and just everything he mentioned, I do know that that's probably not even the best way to do it. And if he does go down that route, it may be worse for him. It might be worse for her. And whether or not she was good or bad, in the end, I just don't want him to sacrifice everything only to not only be disappointed but be ruined forever. That's
So
where I'm coming from. Anyway,
okay, so you're saying that just from a single piece, that isn't a the great way to bring her back.
it's definitely not the best way to do it. And even if he did find a way to do it from a single piece, it's still a very dangerous concept. Again, I don't know her, and I didn't mean to, and I don't want to assume anything. It's just,
In the
yeah,
future, in the future, just know that the things people do for the ones that they love are endless and crazy and rash and maybe a bit stupid based on anybody's assumption or ideas, no matter what. Like, either way you look at it, you might think it's stupid. But what they do out of love is their business. And calling somebody or telling somebody that what they're doing out of love is might be wrong or might be not the best way, they're going to have to work through that on their own. Those are big feelings, and trying to say that, oh, what you're doing might not work is very damaging.
Tessa, Tessa,
I'll keep that
What,
in mind.
Figure?
You hear her say,
what are we?
you hear her say like, hmm. She like nods her head almost like she agrees with what she says. Yeah, I'll remember that.
I disagree.
Hmm?
We can all work together to help him find the best way to do it. Like, whether or not what
Wait, do
I
you
think he
disagree
was
with what Tessa said? Is that what you said?
Yes, yes, that is what I'm saying. If Tessa would let me speak.
fine. Yeah, fine, talk.
All right, what did you
Tessa,
want
what
to
are
say?
we doing here right now out of love for someone we care about?
What?
What are we doing here right now out of love for someone we care about? We're doing something rash,
Yeah, I was about to say at this
something
moment,
even a little
yeah,
bit crazy.
yeah,
We just teleported through our mother figure's house to interrogate a girl we hardly know because she expressed her opinion about something.
yeah,
An opinion that is based on a largely logical standpoint.
yeah.
Looking at it now from a clearer head, would you think that that is the best way to go about this?
I feel like if anything that is said to make somebody have that big of an issue, that big of a reaction, should be discussed either way. Whether
Do
we
you
came at
see,
her,
did you see
whether
how she responded when we came here?
whether or not we came in a little hot, maybe that to be discussed. But either way, she could have come to him differently than just saying
And we
what.
could have come to her differently.
Right, right, right. Like I said, maybe we came in a little hot, but I think that we both now see where each of us were coming from. Do you understand how like why he was upset now, or like what could have upset him so to make him freaking almost? I look out the window, maybe I can see the tree, knock over Saj's tree. Do you understand why, like, how that could have hurt somebody? Like,
Hello?
do you understand? Like, do you understand how that could have hurt somebody?
Do you understand how we could have hurt her?
Yeah, Jalen's muted. Oh well. I mean, yes, I'm getting to that. I'm gonna let her decide, and I'll be like, yes, Anon, I understand. We could have gone about this differently. Would I in the future? Probably not, but I will consider what you're saying.
Okay, then consider it. If someone had come to us ahead of time and told us not to do what we decided to do you not think we would have had some strong feelings about that advice?
Hmm.
Just because something is uncomfortable, maybe even harmful, does not mean that it's a lesson that doesn't need to be heard.
She didn't have to just straight up tell him what you're doing is wrong or what you're doing shouldn't be done. That's not
We
how
don't
you
know
go
what
about that.
she said to him. We don't know what she said to him. We weren't there. As she said, she doesn't know any other way it could have been addressed. It needed to be addressed somehow or another.
She could
There's a
have been like,
possibility
hey,
that Brim may have never considered the idea ahead of time. Is
she
what
could have
I'm
said,
doing right?
are there other ways you've considered doing this? There might be issues with this. Not, hey, what you're doing is going to end horribly. That's not
Again,
nice.
we don't know what she said. All we
Mhm.
know is the response that we saw from Brim.
Yeah, thank you, Gabby. Hindsight's 2020. I'm gonna say, you know what? We could go back and forth like this all day. You're right, and
Hindsight? Hindsight? Hold up.
I
yes,
can't spell and you know this.
yes, ketchup is great. We're gonna move on.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Shawa, this is very unprofessional
Testing, testing,
of us, and I
okay,
apologize to you.
testing, testing. Okay, all right, cool. Thank God. I thought I was muted again. She kind of looks confused for a bit, then kind of like shakes her head, snapping out of the confusion. It's fine. It's fine. I didn't mean any harm, and I hope I didn't make things worse for you.
Well,
We'll
certainly
see
this
how
tree.
things progress, but
The
Right
damage
now,
didn't
we
kill
can't be
you.
focusing on petty squabbles.
All right.
Yeah.
Agaron, going to you for a bit while you are meditating.
Yes.
You know what? First off, I need you to roll a wisdom save,
Ah, crap. Okay.
just for fun. Just because I like seeing digital dice being rolled. Also, I bought $5 dice. I got 2 sets of dice for
Same.
$5. They're like the plastic dice. I got it from someone on base who was leaving. It was like, hey, I know you play D&D. You want to buy a D&D book? I was like, I
Oh,
don't need a
nice.
book, but I will take the dice for $5. That's actually a really good price, in my opinion. You kind of hear this voice. What's bugging you?
Nothing at the moment, just thinking.
Your thinking is driving my fur up the walls.
Do I think too much?
No. Well, yes. But this kind of thinking is agitated. Like water, like ripples in water. Not like I know how water works since I've been down here for so long.
You've never seen water.
He hasn't seen water in a long time. Things could change.
Oh, okay.
I really couldn't.
Exactly.
You live in a world of magic. You don't know what could change.
Math is math.
Anyway,
Math is math.
All right.
until they add letters. Sorry, I'm good.
That was a joke. I thought that would get your thoughts back on track.
No,
Damn.
no.
Well, I guess I'm dealing with this now.
Yeah, this is how my mind normally works.
I beg to differ. Something has agitated you recently, and not in a way I'm used to.
Mm.
We need a way to bring my friend's dead girlfriend's skull back.
Not talking about brain. I guess the situation has been brought into a different perspective.
Uh-huh. That tells me everything. Now I'm completely at ease.
Well, it concerns you,
Oh.
but I guess I'm still trying to think through all the different ways of our agreement.
Ah. I see. Do you still fear me? Or have you ever feared me at all?
To be honest, no, I have not truly sensed fear from you or for you. But I know the path that I'm going on now may not result in the best end.
It wouldn't be wise to second guess now. You and I have made a pact and an agreement.
I never said I would be turning back on that.
Uh-huh. Then I will let you think, regardless of how my hair sticks up.
Thank you. Because it
Oh
will not
no, don't
cease.
start thinking me. This is agony over here.
Well, if you can find an answer, then I'll gladly hear it.
I've told you the answer.
But only one.
Is there
There has to be
another?
more.